Pete Thamel is saying one thing, and Coach Prime is saying another.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Grant's Reacts, where I react to all college football highlights, games, news. I just really love college football, and if you love college football too, hit that like and subscribe so you can get more videos just like this. But today, we're talking about the Colorado Buffs because Coach Prime, he knows how to keep it interesting. He knows how to keep it interesting. And right now, the college football landscape is looking at Colorado and saying, who is their QB1? Because earlier this morning, Pete Thamel put this out. Sources: Colorado is expected to start Ryan Staub at quarterback for the game at Houston on Friday night. He entered the Delaware game on Saturday as the third-string quarterback in Shine, completing 7 of 10 passes for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. He would continue. Staub was spotted working with the first team in practice on Monday, and the staff has made clear that Staub will start this week. Staub started one game for Colorado in 2023 in the place of injured Deion Sanders. Staub's emergence from the third stringer to starter over Liberty transfer Caden Salter and highly regarded freshman Julian Lewis comes as a surprise. When asked about the future at quarterback in the postgame, Deion Sanders said, "I'm not lost for direction." So everybody starts to think it's official. Ryan Staub is now QB1 for Colorado. But Coach Prime had his press conference today, and he said, I'm not letting y'all know what's going on.
There was a report by Pete Thamel that Ryan Staub is the expected starter against Houston. Are you able to confirm that?
I'm not confirming nothing to y'all. Y'all know that. We ain't like that. We good. We have capable guys. Staub has been doing a phenomenal job doing and getting the majority of the reps, but I haven't made that assessment and decision yet.
Hi, Coach.
You know, in today's media, we don't care about being correct anymore. We just want to be first. And there's no subjection to you when you're wrong. Nobody says nothing. You just go with it. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's where we are in media. Nobody gives a darn about being correct and being right. Everybody just want to be first. That don't make no sense to me. I would love the integrity that we once had with media. I would love that. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Coach Prime, Coach Prime. I love it because you give me something to talk about. Now, on one hand, I do believe Pete Thamel. When you look at how this quarterback situation has played out at Colorado, when you just say it out loud, Ryan Staub is starting over Julian Lewis and Caden Salter. If I told you that before the season, you would have slapped me and said, you don't know what you're talking about. So when you say it out loud, it's shocking. But when you look at what has happened these first 2 games, it actually kind of makes sense to me because you're looking at Caden Salter, who played against Georgia Tech, and the bottom line is the offense didn't produce like it should. The defense, Georgia Tech, they gave you several turnovers, and the offense just couldn't get consistently going. Not saying Caden Salter didn't throw a couple good passes, because that one to Miller, I said, okay, if he can do that consistently, Colorado's going to be dangerous. But he didn't really do that consistently. So everybody was wondering what's going to happen into Delaware. Well, Delaware comes, and you get a little bit of Caden Salter. He goes down, scores a touchdown, but looks rough after that. You get a little bit of juju. You can see his youth, really. And then you get Staub coming in. You got a little bit more energy. Now, he did almost throw a pick. You know, Delaware dropped the interception. But after that, that man seized his opportunity. And then when you look at the post game and you saw how happy he was, how happy Coach Prime was, and just how overall, like, in tune it seemed the offensive coordinator for Colorado, Pat Shermer, and Staub was. And even the receivers, it just looked different. Now, if you said, Grant, the reason it looked different is because you're going up against Delaware and not Georgia Tech, I would say, okay, you right on that. I'm not even going to debate you on that. But another reason why I do believe that Ryan will get this chance to start is because, one, he did show flashes against Houston, against Utah, I believe it was, when Shedeur was hurt. But also, Coach Prime made a comment in one of his last press conferences where he said, the media, they don't see what goes on in practice. Y'all judging off the game, but Coach Prime is judging off of day-to-day operations. So when you put all that together, I think it's going to be Ryan Staub. And I don't think Coach Prime wants to come out and tip his hat just yet. Plus, he wants his locker room to be going a certain way. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out. Because now you got to say, well, what if Ryan Staub plays good? Then Coach Prime, you look like a genius. What if he plays bad? Then you get into musical chairs. And that is not what you want to. You do not want musical chairs at the quarterback position because nobody wins. The team, the coaches, the fans, the quarterbacks, nobody wins. So the best case scenario for the Colorado Buffs and Coach Prime is Staub goes out there and he balls out. The worst case scenario is he does it and you're back to square one. Now, I'm a big fan of Caden Salter. I saw what he did at Liberty. I didn't think he was horrible at Georgia Tech, in that Georgia Tech game. I probably would have stuck with Caden Salter and gave him a little bit more time. But like Coach Prime said, I'm not in practice. Now, Coach Prime has sat here and said, look, I'm not going to confirm anything. I'm not going to tell you guys. And the media needs to have a little bit more integrity because they care about who is first and not who's right. And let me tell you, Coach Prime, you are 100% correct. Everybody wants to be first. And we'll see if Pete Thamel, who is a respected individual, a respected media source in college football, we'll see if he's right or not. It's going to be interesting. But you guys, Colorado fans, let me know how you feel. Do you think Coach Prime is handling this correctly? Is there something that I'm missing? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all know I always rock with y'all down there. I'm out. Peace.